Did you know that almost 80% of men feel more comfortable following the crowd rather than standing alone? This statistic shows just how rare and unique some individuals are. One such rare breed is the Sigma male. He thrives on independence and authenticity, often choosing a different path from the majority. What makes him so different isn't just his actions, but what he consciously avoids doing. While Sigma men are often unfairly judged and misunderstood, there are certain things they simply never do. Here are 8 of the most important ones. Number 1. They never surround themselves with idiots. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a minute. Some people have no idea how much those around them influence them. Even if you don't realize it, you slowly adopt parts of their behavior. You start to pick up their habits, attitudes, and even mindsets without even noticing. That's why Sigma men are very picky about who they let into their inner circle. If you surround yourself with idiots, you start to think like them, and you start to act like them. That's the last thing the Sigma wants. He's got goals, he's got dreams, and he's got standards. Letting someone who doesn't share those standards into his circle is not an option. It's like letting a virus into your system and expecting to stay healthy. When the Sigma man walks into a room, he scans the place silently. He can tell within minutes who's worth talking to and who's not. It's almost like a superpower, but it's just sharp intuition and years of honing their people skills. Hanging around with the wrong people can pull them down faster than anything. It's like having a weight tied to your leg when you're trying to climb a mountain. You simply won't make it very far. Think about this. Would you plant a beautiful flower in the middle of a garbage dump? No, because it wouldn't thrive there. Same with Sigma men. They plant themselves among people who uplift them, who challenge them, and who bring out the best in them. If someone doesn't make the cut, they're simply not invited into that circle. It's not that Sigma men are being harsh or elitist. It's about self-respect. They know their worth and what they bring to the table. Surrounding themselves with people who get it, who are striving for greatness too, that's the game plan. They've got no time for drama, no patience for petty arguments, and absolutely zero tolerance for nonsense. Number 2. They never insult women after being turned down. When they get turned down, most guys don't take it well. Their ego takes a hit. They might lash out, throw a tantrum, or even insult the woman who rejected them. It's a mess every time, and it just shows a serious lack of maturity. These reactions can ruin any chance of building a good reputation, making them seem desperate and immature. But life isn't always about winning every time or getting what you want. It's about how you handle things when they don't go your way. This says a lot about your character and what kind of man you are. While Sigma men are far from perfect, they never insult women after being turned down. They're a whole different league. They don't chase women around like puppies, nor do they play games or waste time on anyone who isn't worth it. When the Sigma man approaches a woman, he's already done his homework. He's selective and makes sure there's a good reason to make that move. This isn't about fear of rejection. It's about maximizing success and minimizing drama. He approaches with confidence, knowing his chances are way better than most because he's thought things through. But just because the Sigma male is selective doesn't mean he never faces rejection. Sure, it stings like it would for anyone else, but you won't see him acting desperate. There's no begging or pleading. When it happens, he keeps his emotions in check, treating the situation with a level of maturity that's pretty rare. He doesn't need to make a scene or prove anything to anyone. He'll quietly walk away without missing a beat, keeping his dignity intact and moving on to whatever's next on his list. This isn't about being cold-hearted. It's about having enough self-respect not to let a single moment define him. Number 3. They never keep backstabbers in their circle. You know the type. Those sneaky people who smile to your face and talk smack behind your back. Backstabbers are not just liars. They're dangerous. They bring negative vibes and can cause big problems if you let them stick around. It's like carrying a ticking time bomb. It's not a matter of if it will blow up, but when. And let's face it, ain't nobody got time for that. When a Sigma identifies a backstabber, he doesn't make a scene or start a big confrontation. That's amateur hour. He simply removes those toxic folks from his life. It's clean, simple, and effective. He doesn't need a big mic drop moment. His actions speak louder than words. It's not about being harsh or rude. It's about self-respect and protection. Sigma men respect themselves too much to let somebody drag them down. They know the importance of a solid circle, a circle made of genuine, loyal, and trustworthy people. A backstabber doesn't fit that bill, not even close. Think of it like having a garden. If you don't pull out the weeds, they'll choke your flowers and kill your plants. Sigma men are the kind of gardeners who pull those weeds out without hesitation. They need that ground to grow strong and healthy. Backstabbers are the weeds, and they need to go. Your circle of friends shapes who you are. Hang around with honest, straightforward people and you thrive. Surround yourself with fakes and phonies and, well, you'll be dealing with drama left and right. Sigma men choose wisely. They're not looking for lots of friends, just real ones. They also trust their instincts. Sigma men have a sixth sense when it comes to people and can smell a rat from a mile away. They don't ignore those gut feelings. They act on them instantly. They trust their inner voice, which always tells them who's real and who's pretending. This sharp instinct always helps them keep their circle clean. Number 4. They know when to stay silent. Some people have no idea when to keep their mouth shut, so they end up causing more trouble than good. Sometimes it's best to stay quiet. Silence can speak volumes without ever saying a word. Never assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. No response is a response, and it's a powerful one. The Sigma male never says anything that might hurt someone's feelings or cause problems. He knows that sometimes it's better to stay quiet and let others talk. The Sigma male is the strong, silent type. He doesn't feel the need to fill every quiet moment with pointless talk. He's comfortable with silence and knows how to make it work in his favor. They often use silence to test others. By staying quiet, they watch how the other person reacts. This is a great way to get to know someone because they're more likely to share their true thoughts and feelings when there's no pressure to talk. Sometimes it's hard to keep quiet. We all want to speak our minds, especially when we're upset. But by staying calm and composed, the Sigma male stops any conflict before it even begins. While alpha males crave the spotlight, the Sigma male thrives in the shadows. He enjoys watching, learning, and understanding what's happening around him. Number 5. They never judge others without looking at themselves first. Do you know those people who just love to point fingers at everyone else? They gossip, they judge, and they talk like they know everything about everyone. They see someone struggling, and instead of trying to understand, they're quick to laugh or criticize. It's like their full-time job is scrutinizing others. But here's the thing. They never take a moment to look at their own reflection. They never check themselves, never think maybe they have some work to do on their own lives. That's why Sigma men stand out. They're not those people. As much as they may notice someone's flaws or mistakes, they never judge without first understanding the full picture. Life isn't about tearing others down to make yourself look better. It's about getting your own house in order first. Everyone's got their battles, and it's not their place to cast stones. Instead of being quick to judge, they take a step back and assess their own flaws and shortcomings. This makes them not only more self-aware but also more empathetic. Let's be real. You must understand a simple rule before you point fingers. Make sure your hands are clean. Sigma men live by that. Judging others without looking at your own mistakes is a fast track to hypocrisy. Why? Because no one's perfect. Everyone's got their issues, their weaknesses, their moments they wish they could take back. Sigma men are not about pretending to be perfect. They're about striving to be better. Number 6. They never bore you with pointless chatter. Have you ever been stuck in a conversation where someone just rambles on, saying absolutely nothing of value? It's like watching paint dry. You're nodding politely, but your mind is begging for an escape. Nobody's got time to waste on empty words and boring tales. While Sigma men don't mind a good chat, they never fill the air with pointless chatter. First of all, these men are thinkers. They don't talk for talking's sake. If there's nothing important to say, why bother? When a Sigma male speaks, he gets straight to the point. No fluff, no filler, just pure, unfiltered honesty. He's not interested in sugarcoating the truth or trying to be something he's not. What you see is what you get, and what you get is genuine and to the point. Sigma men love discussing ideas and subjects that spark their interest. They crave conversations with like-minded individuals where thoughts can freely flow. This is where their passion truly shines through. If the topic is right, they can talk for hours. But if the topic is mundane, they're out. They'd rather be alone than be stuck in a pointless conversation. He values his time, so why waste it on meaningless talk? Small talk is just not their thing. It's like chewing gum without flavor, pointless and unsatisfying. Number 7. They never follow the crowd. In a world where everyone seems to be following the latest trends, Sigma men are the ultimate nonconformists. If everyone's zigging, they're zagging. They don't follow the crowd, they lead their path. This isn't about being rebellious. It's about staying true to themselves. Trends come and go, but Sigma men are not swayed by the latest fads. They're not interested in what's popular. They're interested in what's real. While everyone's chasing the next big thing, they're focused on their goals and dreams. Following the crowd often means sacrificing your values, your dreams, and even your identity. Sigma men refuse to compromise. They're not afraid to stand alone, even if it means walking a path less traveled. They understand that real success and fulfillment come from staying true to who they are, not from blending in with the masses. Number 8. They never stop learning. Sigma men are always seeking to grow and improve. They're lifelong learners who never settle for what they already know. Whether it's picking up a new skill, reading a book, or learning from their experiences, they're constantly evolving. This hunger for knowledge sets them apart. They understand that the world is always changing, and to stay ahead, they need to keep learning. It's this mindset that allows them to adapt and thrive in any situation. While Sigma men may be misunderstood by many, their unique qualities and principles make them truly stand out. They value independence, authenticity, and self-respect, which allows them to live life on their own terms. By understanding what they never do, we can gain a deeper appreciation for what makes them so different and, ultimately, so rare.